Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Essential Style. Today, we're going to go over how a t-shirt should fit. A couple things to be aware of is a t-shirt's casual by nature. You can't really dress it up in the same way you could with a polo shirt or a button-up linen shirt, Oxford shirt, dress shirt. You get the picture. There's no fold-over collar on this. It's short sleeves. It's very, very casual. That being said, there are a couple of things that you can do and you can look out for when selecting a t-shirt to make it look just a little bit better, a little bit smarter. By the way, I'm testing out a new microphone so that way you guys don't hear birds and planes and birthday present from girlfriends, so far it's pretty good. Step one, the t-shirt needs to fit, and obviously it needs to fit. Most likely, you might be wearing one size too large. I remember back when I was a teenager, I was wearing size large t-shirts. It would literally come down to my elbow. And one night I was riding my bike and I was sweating so much that it was bothering me. Then I realized that the sleeve has to come about midway to your upper arm, between your tricep and your bicep right there. Fits better, makes it much more comfortable. Step one, see those little shoulder seams right there? You don't want them to be down here. You also don't want them to be all the way up here. You want them to line up right around where your shoulder blade is. Again, you don't need to get it perfect. This is not a dress shirt. This is not a custom tailored suit where we need to be looking our 100% best. But we do want to make sure the shoulders fit, because that's going to dictate the rest of the t-shirt and the way it fits. You don't have to go too crazy. This is a more tailored fit. This t-shirt's from Banana Republic. They kind of have more tailored, more slim, modern fit. I would always recommend stores like Banana Republic or J. Crew, and I'm sure, Gap, anything that has slim, usually they're going to slim it up in here. You don't want it to be pulling like that. You can see it's pulling against my shirt as I pull it back. That's too tight. You don't want the sleeves to be super big either, and you don't want it to be tight. So you want it to be somewhere in the middle. You can see I can fit about 2 fingers in there, and this side about the same. So it's tight enough where it looks good, however, it's also comfortable. So you want a nice, modern, slim fit. You don't want it to be too tight, not too loose. But if you're a large, try a medium. If you're a medium, try a small. Also too, because I'm more of a tall guy, I opted with a tall t-shirt. These shrink in the wash a little bit, so when it came, it was down to there. Now it kind of sits right there. So if I go like that, it just shows my belt. A few other notes too. A solid t-shirt, solid color is always going to be a little bit more versatile, look a little bit better than something that says whatever, graphic t-shirt. I mean, graphic t-shirts are great, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more versatile and a little bit more essential, then I would stick with solid colors. You can go with a heathered pattern. A lot of times gray t-shirts have a heathered pattern, which just looks a little bit like a texture. Those are going to be more essential. I would say start out with navy blue like I'm wearing, gray, make sure that it's light enough gray that you can see that it's gray, and white. I don't have any white ones right now, but I do think that white and navy blue can fit khaki shorts like I've got on right now. Although if you wanted to wear different color shorts, white really is the most versatile. I used to wear black ones. You can wear black ones if you want, but I just find that the most essential colors are navy blue, white, and sometimes gray. Solid colors, those couple of things, those are essential. This is essential style after all. It's not all the way out there style and super crazy fashion styles. We're gonna go over things on this channel that have to do with essentialism and what you can wear in most situations. Again, this is an example of how a t-shirt should fit. Obviously, you can't dress it up that far. It's a t-shirt, but you want to be able to see if you've been hitting the gym or if you've been doing push-ups and pull-ups lately. You want to be able to show it off a little bit, So once again, here's an example of a t-shirt that fits. Length is good. My neck is not super big. It's also not choking me either. And it's coming right around mid. So I'm perfectly comfortable. Well, it's a little bit hot in the sun and I'm wearing a dark color, but I'm perfectly comfortable with what it is. And here's an example of another t-shirt that I tried that it fits okay, but it doesn't fit really as well as my other one that I was just wearing. Right away you can see it's quite a bit tighter around my arms. It's also quite a bit smaller. The other one, if you remember, was up to here. This one's almost touching my elbows. Now, shoulder seams a little bit further. It is quite a bit longer. So now, would I get rid of this one? No. This I would wear riding the bike, exercising, going to the gym. It doesn't fit bad, but it's just, and you can see the armholes are a little bit bigger. There's a lot more room in this t-shirt. So I'm not exactly looking my best if I want to go out and look a little bit smarter than just a basic graphic tee that's a little bit bigger. That being said, this one isn't that bad. I just find the other one's a little bit better. Neck's okay. This is a little tight around here, but it's not that bad. It's covering a little bit too much of my upper arms. I'm not really comfortable with that. It almost feels like it, you know, I prefer it a little bit shorter. It's just a little bit less restrictive. And with that, you can see when I go up, look at all this extra stuff right here. I'm pinching. This is where my body is. I'm pinching all that extra fabric. It's pretty billowy too. I don't need all that room, fortunately. Not a terrible fit, but it's not as good of a fit as this one. Unless you got a keen eye on this, you can probably tell. The only thing you really can tell just looking at it is it just looks like it's a little bit high. Remember the old one was down to here? I've got at least a good inch higher on here. Makes it a little bit more comfortable. Not a whole lot of excess fabric around my belly, around my upper torso. A little easier to move in, a little bit more airy. Length is pretty good. And I'm comfortable. So thanks so much for stopping by. If you found this video helpful and you liked it, you know what to do. If you don't like it, you know what to do. And consider subscribing. I'm trying to make a couple more videos like this. Hopefully it helps a couple of you guys. That way you don't have to go out there and buy a whole bunch of stuff that ends up just taking up space in your house or apartment. Thanks for stopping by. See you guys next time. Have a good one.